Crossfire on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Of course, we are the nation's number one talk station, 99.3. We're broadcasting live from Etimi and Crescent, Victoria Island, Lagos, Nigeria. I'm Sheriff Quadry. Top of the morning to you. If you are just joining us, it's a great pleasure to know that you're there. 5 minutes past the hour of 8 on a Tuesday morning. Today, we have a discussion on the issue about the... Well, some have called it the gagging of the media, but we're just going to stick to the source, the meat of our conversation this morning. And that's according to what we have said we'll talk about it here. It's about the NBC, their memo that they sent to media broadcast stations that got out. The memo is about newspaper reviews and current affairs programs. A need for caution. It was signed by one of the directors there, Broadcast Monitoring, Francisca Ayeton, on behalf of the new Director General of the Commission, Balarabe Ilela, on Friday, 16th of July. In that memo, it was stated that there is a need for caution as too many details may have an adverse implication on the efforts of our security officials who are duty bound to deal with the insurgency. We're looking at the role of the media here that's being called to question, and the role of the media regulators, the NBC themselves. Joining me right now is the Southwest Chairman of the Broadcasting Organization of Nigeria, BON, Mr. Fustus Kehinde. He joins me via the telephone this morning. Mr. Kehinde, a very lovely morning to you. Thank you for joining us on the show.
Good morning, my brother.
It's good to have you. Let me start with BON's reaction to this memo by the NBC. What's BON's reaction to it, really? Officially now, let me have that.
Yeah, any move by government to gag media will not be acceptable to BON generally, because it is like saying, don't do what you have been trained to do. The duty of a media organization in Nigeria is to bring information to the doorstep of our people. And in this line, I would say we are actually helping government to let people know the true situation of things. I actually, BON, agree with NBC that activities of insurgents, terrorists, kidnappers, and bandits should not be glamorized. It is not the duty of media to glamorize insurgency or the terrorists or whatever. So, on that point, we agree with them. But writing a memo, instructing a schoolboy by the headmaster to say, don't do this, don't do that, is unbecoming of NBC.
Could it have been, Mr. Kehinde, could it have been an advisory? Is that wrong to advise media houses through memo?
Through memo. You see, this government enjoying writing memos like if they are just talking to their boys. What do I mean? Don't forget that you must take every action of NBC with a pinch of salt now. They started by introducing huge fine on media organization. Again, the NBC has this attitude of being the accuser, the prosecutor, and the judge. Any memo from NBC might eventually become an avenue to penalize the media organization. So even when they say they are advising you, you must take it with a pinch of salt. And that is the basic reason why NBC does not agree. The BON is not in agreement with this kind of content.
Let me get some clarity, Mr. Kehinde. When you get a memo from NBC, you must take it with a pinch of salt. What do you mean by that?
Okay. Recently, a member of the House of Representatives came up with the idea of reviewing the NBC law. And in it, you will see that they were simply out to empower NBC to censor, by my word, to censor the media.
Okay.
And in democracy, why would you want to censor unnecessarily the fourth realm of the estate? We are part and parcel of this. It is when there is a nation that the media can flourish. The media people did not bring the insurgency or the terrorists or the kidnappers. It is the inability of the government to provide adequate security for its people that cause all this. So why not blame the person who should do the duty or who has failed to do his duty, rather than somebody who is reporting events? Somebody who should actually look at issues the way it is and present it that way. To me, no media organization in Nigeria has sexually glamorized kidnappers. Well, why would they do that anyway?
I was gonna ask you that what constitutes media houses glamorizing terrorism and banditry? What constitutes that as a professional broadcaster yourself?
As a professional broadcaster, you see, when they say you glamorize, that means you are actually embellishing the story itself, or making a hero out of a terrorist.
Oh,
you understand what I'm trying to say? Okay. And it all depends on the way you present the news content anyway. Okay. Look at the issue. I know if government has it, they won't want you to even report Nnamdi Kanu at all. But look at the scenario at the court yesterday. Some social media now, let me put it rightly, some social media, when you go to social media, you see that instead of even reporting what happened in the court,
right,
they glamorize what happened outside. People shouting, people hailing him. No government would love that. But reporting that he was not brought to the court yesterday,
right,
that was a fact. That government should have brought him to the court because they actually faced the date. It's another fact. And media organization actually reported that yesterday. I don't think we could cajole or threaten the media not to do their duty. It will not work well. Is
that what you think? Is that what you think the government via through the NBC is trying to do?
My brother, government is only afraid of its shadow. Because there's no way, my brother, that you want to report insurgency, terrorist activity, or kidnapper or bandit, that you will not look at the failure of the security architecture of Nigeria. And those are the things government they don't want you to go into. If your primary assignment is to secure and protect the people, and you are failing that area, and media are saying, look, you need to address this issue. And for some time now, you have not been able to do anything about it. Imagine the governor of Kaduna State closing all schools yesterday, both public and private. For what? Because of insecurity. Are you saying media should not report that? Are you saying they are glamorizing it? Were they the one that took that decision? But that is the fact on ground. You know, Kaduna has become an epic center of insecurity in Nigeria. And the government, the governor thought it right to say, look, I don't want to endanger this children again. Government, the media will need to go into it. They want to know the past. They want to know the antecedent. That what caused this? What is the present situation? And why is the government taking this decision? Will you call that glamorizing the activities of insurgents? But somebody, okay, let me put it this way.
Right.
If newspaper now come out today and say the terrorists are winning in Kaduna, you will tell me to be either hate speech or glamorizing the activities. But in natural sense, are they not winning? So these are the issues at stake, my brother.
How about the argument that... Mr. Kehinde, how about the argument that the NBC may have been compelled to issue out that memo to media houses, knowing full well that some media outlets, some media outfits are known to be anti-government. They are perceived, let me put it that way, not known, they are perceived to be anti-government. Is government right to have put out, that memo, knowing full well that, there is that perception about some media outfits being owned by politicians? Is that a right premise to put that particular memo on?
my brother, if you are saying some media organization are anti-government, don't we have pro-government media?
Yes, we do.
Okay, so what is the job of the pro-government media? You see, in a democracy, you must tolerate opposition. You must tolerate. You see, there is difference between reporting what something that never happened. There's also another angle to it, to look at it and say, oh, we don't want our people to hear this. So maybe you term those organizations that are saying, no, this is what, in quote, what government is hiding, or what government is not doing right as being anti-government. My friend, you see, your friend will tell you what you are not doing right. It is not to say, oh, Quadry, we are doing well. Or, Information FM, we are the greatest. Somebody who call you and say, look, you need to do this and that to make sure that people listen to your station. I think those are your friends. They are not your enemy. So those people, those media organizations pointing out what is wrong with our security architecture are government friends. Take it from me, my brother. If they are able to address this issue, look, some years ago we are not talking about all these things. Nobody is talking about banditry. Nobody is talking about terrorists. So, how did you get to this situation? I think that should be what government should be more concerned with.
The focus.
Yeah, that should be their focus. But rather than facing the issue or this challenge, you are looking at the messenger now as your enemy. The letter, yes, maybe NBC, because NBC has actually lost its independence to the minister. They've also turned to the backing dog of the government to say, no, you media, we are not doing it right. There are, don't forget that even in our constitution, the freedom of expression is well stated there, that people should be able to express their own. And it is also for the government to react. Oh, you have mentioned this or you have reported this. That is not the way it has been reported.
It's an avenue for engagement.
Engagement. We should just, it's an avenue for conversation. Let us discuss it so that at least people will know who is telling the truth. Why do we, even in journalism, we say we have some junk media organization. You don't, because some organizations are not doing it right, and then give a blanket order. To me, generally, I believe government should regulate media,
right,
but do not control media. There's difference between the two. In this situation, you try to run away from gagging the media. They are actually, if you look at it now, because the government don't want you to say a lot of things about this issue, they make a move to say, okay, the worsening security situation in Nigeria should not be reported. That is what they are saying. But I think even within the space that we have,
right,
media can still do their job rightly.
Absolutely. Mr. Kehinde, let me take you to the last item on that memo that I'm watching online right now. That last item says not giving details of either the security issues or victims of these security challenges so as not to jeopardize the efforts of the Nigerian soldiers and other security agents. What does this mean to you?
To me, they are still saying the same thing. It's like just saying, don't report it. Because I've not read from any newspaper or listened to any radio or television that says our military or our police, they are in Sambisa fighting, or they will go to Sambisa tomorrow to go and arrest the bandit. If you are doing that, you're actually preempting the activities of the security agencies. No organization will do that in Nigeria. I think we should. should have just done is to appeal to the patriotic sense of our media organization or media owner. We are all in this. We are all in it. So if we have possibly called this media head together to say, for the survival of Nigeria as a nation and whatever, we think you should be married when you are reporting security matters, which has always been the issue. We always await information from the spokesperson of a security agency to say, this is what we have been able to do.
Right.
Because we are not there. And media will not report what they have not seen. But that 128 pupils of a Bethel Baptist school in Kaduna were abducted, my brother. Is that a lie? Are we glamorizing it? That 4 of them escaped through one way or the other, or some people were rescued? Will you call that giving too much details? How they were released? Sometimes media don't care anymore. But if you happen to see one of the parents and say he has paid 5 million, will you say we are giving too much details? So that his son will not be killed. So I strongly believe that what the NBC has done is simply to infringe on the fundamental right of Nigeria. It is our inalienable right to present facts as they are, to express our mind. Even the Section 22 of our Constitution,
right,
that gave us specific responsibility to the press to hold government accountable to the people. And I think that's what we have been doing, to say, explain why this is happening. Explain why we cannot protect the school children. Explain why farmers' herders conflicts will continue unabated. I think reporting what we have seen,
right,
as they are, is still the responsibility of the media.
I want to take you up on something very quickly, but before then, I think we should take 1 or 2 calls to get a feel of what Lagos has to say about our conversation this morning. Lagos, if you are just joining us, you're welcome. I have the Southwest Chairman of Broadcasting Organization of Nigeria, BON, on the show this morning, Mr. Fustus Kehinde. He joins us via the telephone, and we've been talking about the memo issued by the NBC to media houses to not glamorize security stories. We would speak with Emmanuel first. Emmanuel is in Surulere. Let's quickly get him on the show. Emmanuel, good morning to you.
I'll do.
Morning to you, Emmanuel.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, please.
Yeah, you see, talking about our country, Nigeria, our people are very hungry due to government's inability to make sure there is security for farmers to go to their farms. And the government official, in Lagos State, answering the Center of Excellency. In Lagos, there is no drinking water. People buy water from jerry cans to drink. A lot of our roads are so bad that you people need to go around. At least I mentioned area. Come around and look at the roads and other places. A situation where government's inability makes people suffer, and the government wants to guide the press. They don't want the people to talk about it. Is it a responsible action? So we talk about our country. It doesn't belong to the politicians. It belongs to each and every one of us. So every hand should be on deck.
Thank you, Emmanuel, for calling me. Appreciate it. Let's take another call. Nigeria Info, good morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. Sherry.
Good morning to you.
This is Ibikunle calling from Lucky Fiber.
Talk to me.
Did I hear the man say that you report the terrorists winning a war against your country? I don't understand. And he even says that, and that is what is happening.
Ibikunle, we need to go to break.
Infomercial.
A multinational company in Lekki, Lagos is massively recruiting independent sales executives that own a car and a valid driver's license. Are you ready to work with the company with the most history worldwide? Are you ambitious, a smart worker? Do you have a great attitude? Ready to take your career to the next level? Here is an opportunity for you. Please call 0815 705 0505 or 0905 637 4258 to book for an interview.
You are listening to your number one station for talk.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
You get money for account. You want take small thing inside. Just do cardless withdrawal with any Momo agent. Oga, madam, where is your card? I don't forget them for house. If you do cardless withdrawal with any Momo agent, anytime you need the money, but your card is there for yonder. Just go do cardless withdrawal with any Momo agent. Cardless withdrawal with Momo agent. Momo agent, withdraw with Momo agent.
Now you fit withdraw money even if you not hold your card for any Momo agents where they near you. Just dial *223# to take touchlight the Momo agent where they near your domot. Momo agent, safe, fast, no wahala.
Babe, that girl must be using something.
Hey, Berry, what kind of something?
You to see how she's always smiling, displaying her 32.
You're cuckoo right. I know her secrets. I know what she's using. She uses it twice a day.
Tell me her secrets.
I'll give you a hint. ABZ.
ABZ?
Yes, ABZ is the secret. Close-Up contains antibacterial zinc, ABZ, which gives you 3 times more freshness and 3 times more protection. Better than your regular toothpaste. Now you know the ABZ secret.
The new Close-Up is her secret. Everybody must hear.
You can't keep a secret.
New Close-Up with antibacterial zinc. Triple the freshness, triple the protection.
Our oil sachet, 79.
For a healthy family.
Opportunities don't just happen. You create them. But there is a golden opportunity that has been created for you. Are you earning an income you're not fully satisfied with? Well, not anymore. Here is a great opportunity for you. A multinational company in Ajah, Lagos, is massively recruiting smart and ambitious business-minded individuals who are ready to take their career to the next level. Requirements: interested candidates must own a car and a valid driver's license. For more inquiries, call 080-905-71745 or 090-372-90362.
Who will rise from the ashes of postponement to claim their place among the greats? And will the greats rise again? Watch the Olympic Games Tokyo 2020 on SuperSport from the 23rd of July to the 8th of August. Watch them rise at all gold medal events on 8 dedicated channels. Get and stay connected to DSTV. Watch them rise on SuperSport, your world of champions on DSTV.
Home. There's something about it. From the feeling of peace and serenity.
Bros. Why so deep? Home is anywhere the Airtel Home Broadband is. That's all.
Enjoy more data than before on Airtel Home Broadband. Get a router for 25,000 Naira with up to 160 GB and a MiFi for 12,000 Naira with up to 55 GB. Reliable home broadband by Airtel, the smartphone network.
Sweetie, you look so worried.
Honey,
I am so confused. Oga landlord has given us just 1 week to pay the rent we are owing or pack out, and I have no cash on me. I tried selling my car, but buyers are not just turning up.
What? Sell your car? Why don't you just get a quick loan from Cash Drive Instant Loans?
Cash Drive Instant Loans? Yes, Cash Drive offers instant loans for car owners. With Cash Drive Instant Loans, you can get up to 20 million naira in 24 hours without a guarantor, using just your car as your collateral, and you can still drive it. Apply now on www.cashdrive.co. For more information, call us on 0122999554 or WhatsApp on 0802-857-2566 or 0817-555-6789. Cash Drive Instant Loans. We are on your side.
Bringing you the latest weekly happenings from pop culture, music, movies, celebrity drop-bys, all wrapped up in great conversation on The Buzz Info. With radio's fabulous Ugochi Adua and Pundit every Fridays from 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. here on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Welcome back to your number one talk, news, and sports station. This is Nigeria Info. This is Morning Crossfire on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
The nation's number one talk station, 99.3. We're live for you from our audio-visual studios here on Etimi and Crescent Victoria Island, Lagos, Nigeria. This morning, we're taking a look at the memo the NBC, a National Broadcasting Commission, sent to media houses that got online about how they, in fact, let me quote part of the memo here that I am looking at online on my system here. Part of the memo reads one after the other. Let's just take a few part of them. Then we'll come to my guest, Mr. Kehinde, who is the Southwest Chairman of the Broadcasting Organization of Nigeria. The memo reads in part, there is a need for caution as too many details may have an adverse implication on the effort of our security officials who are duty bound to deal with insurgency, not glamorizing the nefarious activities of insurgents, terrorists, kidnappers, bandits, etc., not giving details of either the security issues or victims of these security challenges so as not to jeopardize the effort of the Nigerian soldiers and other security agents. In reporting conflict situations, the broadcaster shall perform the role of a peace agent by adhering to the principle of responsibility, accuracy, and neutrality. That is quoting in part what the NBC memo to the media houses said. Joining on the show this morning is the Southwest Chairman of the Broadcasting Organization of Nigeria, BON, Mr. Fustus Kehinde. You can watch live on Facebook. You can also watch live on YouTube, Nigeria Info 99.3. You can drop your comments there, and I will take your comment as we go along on the show this morning. Perhaps I should just start with some comments that I've dropped so far on Facebook. Let's see who is here on Facebook. Innocent says, what is this country turning into? Is this government even aware or answerable to us, or they're trying to tell us that's the other way around? I don't get what you're trying to say, but thank you, Innocent, for your call. If you're trying to call me, please don't try to call me for now, because I'm not taking any calls for now. I just want to wrap up my conversation with the BON Southwest Chairman. Don't call me for now, okay? Let me finish with my guest, then I'll come back to you to hear your thoughts on our conversation this morning. All right, I think that's cool. Okay, fantastic. Okay, now let me see if let me quickly take some thought from WhatsApp. A memo emanating from the NBC has been reportedly sent to media houses, airing daily reviews, directing them not to glamorize security issues. This is in addition to various attempts by this administration to gag the media and rights of Nigerians to freedom of information and expression. Since 1999, the media has never been controlled by any government, as the current administration. Yomi Williams sent that in. Yomi, thank you for your thought. Appreciate it. Let's take another one here that reads Abdul Hakim Raji sent this one in from Agop Palasu, and he says instead the federal government needs to be fair and just to keep this country together. I wish them all the best. Instead of the government to do the right thing by tackling insecurity and other issues in the country, they're busy creating laws to regulate and control the media. May God help us. Hakim Raji, thank you for your thought. Appreciate it. Let's take another one here on WhatsApp before we go to my guest this morning. Let's see who is here. Let's see. Minister of Information is behind gagging the media, and his reasons are obvious. Prince Ramaja, the NBC are the ones that media houses got memo from. And trust me, there was no name or anything about. So we're going to speak to what we know and what is out there. Mr. Fustus, let's continue our conversation, Jerry. Welcome back, Mr. Fustus. It's good to have you back. Let's continue. The question I want to ask you before I let you go, I know that you have another engagement shortly. BON is an umbrella body for broadcast media in Nigeria. We can continue to mention these broadcast platforms. They are enormous. But then the government banned Twitter or suspended Twitter operation, asked media houses not to use content from this platform. I didn't hear, BON respond to that. And then this memo came out again. I didn't hear BON respond to that. Is BON fulfilling her obligations to member stations?
Okay, is that your question?
Yes.
Yes. You see, sometimes when you hear that NBC gives some directives, like I said earlier on, you need to be wary before you react.
Okay.
Don't forget that some few days ago at the West African Court of Justice, the minister even denied ever issuing that instruction at all. Did you receive that information?
Oh, yes.
Okay. Yes. So that is why an organization like BON should be careful not to react to rumors sometimes. It was a well-known fact that Nigerians said they banned Twitter. Let us take it from that. It was banned. Nobody contested that fact. But that they never issue a directive to say Nigerians should not use Twitter. Coming from the
lawyer to the government.
The number one lawyer in Nigeria. Because if you are the Attorney General and the Minister for Justice, you are the number one lawyer in Nigeria.
True that.
The one who should actually protect everybody. Going to that court to say federal government never stopped Nigeria from using Twitter. And one way or the other, that information you just mentioned got to the media organizations. Mostly, you see, BON being a body of professionals, sometimes don't react openly to such issue.
Okay.
But I'm telling you that BON actually reacted. They met those they should meet and express their feelings to them. And that was, you can see that though some media organizations dropped Twitter during that period just because of that information,
right,
that the government later denied. No. But when this one happened, media, you see, within BON, maybe I should just let you know this also.
Yes, please.
We have various stakeholders. The federal government media, the state government, the private media, the cable operators, and the likes. But the reaction to this particular one was done at various levels.
Okay.
The media owners actually met government on this to say, rather than creating an atmosphere of fear for media personnel to operate. Please tackle the security challenges in the country, and then media will have nothing to report or even quoting them to glamorize about terrorist activities. Born as a body also say, what for this one, what we might possibly do is to try this in the court. Whether this decision or this advice or directive is in line with the provisions of the Nigerian Constitution.
Is that a step Bond is trying to take right now? Go to court?
That is a step. That we should test this. That this particular directive should be tested in the court. Then we also have lawyers, and they've contacted our lawyer to say, look at this and advise us as appropriate. Bond doesn't jump into conclusion, where you have the egghead in the media organization, they need to analyze things. We should not just react as a looter. But this is an intellectual war. We fought many governments on this. The democracy we are enjoying today is a product of the activities of the media organization, So we will not be the one to now jeopardize the security operation of this particular government or any government in Nigeria at all.
Right.
We should be seen to be working in tandem with them when they are tackling this particular kind of challenges. We are with them, but we will not allow Nigerians to be denied of the opportunity to hear the correct information about any issues, not only terrorist activities or whatever, banditry, no, but any. They have the right to be duly informed. You know that. Whether calamity or whatever. In fact, there are times we even say issues like this are even what we call hot news. Because you see, hot in the sense that it will help you to know, don't go to that area. Don't forget some European countries are already saying, they will have danger zone in Nigeria. Don't go to this, don't go to that. Who provided them with that kind of information? So it is still our duty to say it as it is, to be able to guide the populace, to know the precautions they should also take. My friend, my brother, you won't want to travel by road from Lagos to Kaduna again. Not even to Abuja. Why? It's simply because we all realize that there's danger on the road. Danger of banditry, danger of kidnappers, danger of the terrorists or whatever. So rather than that, you go by here so that you just land in Abuja. But even in Abuja, the people now take precautions because of the boldness of these terrorists to be even writing to say we are coming. So, my brother, born as a structured organization. If you look at even the name of Bond, Broadcasting Organizations of Nigeria, it's not an individual membership.
That's right.
It's an organizational-based body.
That's right.
That are out to protect and sustain media operation in Nigeria.
I want to talk about that protection because that's what I was referring to earlier about NBC's directive to broadcasters not to use content from Twitter. Mr. Kehinde, you and I both know that broadcasters using Twitter, they are not just using it because they feel like using it or because they get high on it or because they get excited. It's also part of their business structure. That is where they get to reach out to their audience as well. By stopping them from using it, you are hurting their businesses. That's why I'm asking, is Bond really coming in defense of their members in this instance, talking about Twitter suspension, Twitter ban, Twitter instruction, the NBC's instruction to media houses to stop using content from Twitter now? That's my specific now.
I agree with you. The NBC wrote to say stop it in the interest of the federal government. But the federal government is saying they never said that. So, what do you want to react to, my brother? If the number one law officer says they've never given that kind of instruction, then why don't you just take it as a rumor? In any case, have they taken any media organization to court for using Twitter?
Broadcasters have stopped using it. They have stopped using it. They are not using it.
That is what somebody has always been saying. That, look, unless we subject some of these directives to the appropriate organization that should advocate, then we are not doing it well. I know what we are saying here. We don't want to be made a scapegoat.
Right.
We don't want to be giving this a huge fine. But people are now challenging the NBC because NBC code used to be the product of the media organization. But what the NBC code we now have is simply the product of the NBC and the Ministry of Information or the Minister of Information. I know before when we want to review NBC code, they will gather all the media personnel together in a place for 2-3 days. You will work on it, look at it, and then agree on this provision. But you can see that what Minister of Information has just been doing now is just to issue directive as it's like. So I know Bond has a body working on this. We have a team of media personnel and lawyers working on an appropriate step to take to tackle this. You see, we should not create a state of anarchy. And I think that's what the reaction of the media organizations have been to this issue of Twitter thing. If they have refused to comply, we will have possibly wait for the government to take any of these media organizations to court and see what will happen. Now, when they are in court, they are saying that they never give such a directive. To me, this is a personal opinion, my brother. I think we are also too jittery to comply with some of these their directives.
You mean the media houses?
Yeah, I mean the media houses. I think we are becoming too jittery. And that is what people are saying. We should not operate in the environment of fear. Even by saying we are advising you not to glamorize. It's like talking from both sides of the mouth. Who will determine what the word glamorization in this particular sense? It's like the hate speech thing. But thank God we succeeded in killing that one. Because even saying Quadry is no longer my friend could be tagged as hate speech.
The hate speech thing is inside the amended NBC, yeah.
But who is using that code now?
It's not yet passed, so nobody is using it.
They printed it. I have a copy. But you see, even the NBC itself is now afraid to even use it. And the NBC as an organization itself, I'm sorry, you realize they've just appointed a new
Director General,
DG, who, as far as I'm concerned, cannot actually be called a media practitioner.
That's my last question to you, actually.
Don't bother to ask me. Jerry, don't bother to ask me. Because we expect a veteran broadcaster to be the head of that particular organization. It should not be a political organization at all. It should be a person who is knowledgeable about the operation of media and who will happen to be a stakeholder that should head that organization. The NBC, as of today, has been turned to a political organization that is just out to guard media operation in Nigeria. And I don't think that should be the case. NBC should be a body that regulates and sanitizes media environment. Where we err, they should draw our attention to it, warn us, and then say, "Oh, don't go there," whatever. They should help us to say, "Oh, media equipment should be brought to Nigeria without paying all these import duties." They should be the one to encourage training and retraining among the practitioners. But are they doing that? They've been on digitization now for more than 10, 15 years. Smaller countries have done it already. we are lacking behind. What are they doing to mitigate the effect of the COVID-19 pandemic that affected our operation last year? You know, those are the things NBC should be doing. They should be the organ to say, these people need to be assisted. Rather than that, they're asking us to come and pay license fee. So, to me, the environment is not conducive for media. They are not making it. You know, the cost of diesel, because there's no power, and to now put everything together and say, you dare not report activities of bandits or terrorists and kidnappers again. We must come and learn how to do it. We need to teach you how to do it. To me, it's an overkill.
It's a Fustus. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate your time on the show today. Mr. Special Kehinde is the Southwest Chairman of Broadcasting Organization of Nigeria, the body of broadcasters in the country. He joined us via the telephone. BORN is a broad coalition of public and private broadcasters as the nation's umbrella union of, if you like, terrestrial radio, TV, direct to home, digital terrestrial television. Which one again? Multimedia distribution system, MMDS, that's what they call them. They're the umbrella body for all these organizations. And we've had a conversation this morning. If you'd like to listen to that show, this particular conversation again, you can watch out for it on our podcast on the website as nigeriainfo.fm. You can listen to it again. All right. This conversation, Sandra had it on Hard Facts yesterday. Sandra is back on the radio 3 p.m. Later today on Hard Facts. All right. This is how far we can go on the show today. Can we play just a minute? Do you think we have time for just a minute? I think we can try. Let's try. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning, Sherry.
You want to play just a minute?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Is that why you called?
That was not the reason why I called. But I will play that.
Let's play. Let's play just a minute so we can see if we can win 10,000 naira today.
This is Just a Minute.
What's the name of my guest today?
Mr. Bolarinwa.
Yeah, wrong. What is the full meaning of NUJ?
Nigeria, NUJ, Nigeria Union of Journalism.
Correct. Tell me the full meaning of NBC.
Nigeria Broadcasting Corporation.
Yeah, wrong.
National Broadcasting Corporation.
Okay.
Sorry, National Broadcasting Corporation.
I'll give it to you. Yes, you're correct now. Tell me who anchors the show Role Model on Nigeria Info.
Skip.
All right. What is the full meaning of ACF?
ACF. Consultative Forum.
Correct. You're right on that one. Name the show that airs at 3 p.m. today.
This starting with Sandra.
What is the name of the show?
The name of no, skip.
What is the meaning of NBC?
NBC. National Broadcasting Corporation. You've asked me this one before now.
But you're wrong now.
Oh. Okay.
You're wrong. Well, your time is up and you have 3 questions. Stay on the line. I mean, you never know. You may just be the winner of the day. Huh? Stay on the line. Lagos, I have to go. Thank you for being a part of my show today. I'll be back on your radio. Oh, my God. That could have been a free question for them. They don't know. It's just an attempt to give out money. It's not supposed to be serious. Huh? I'm on social media at Sheriff Quadry, across all social media platforms at Sheriff Quadry. The news is next. After the news, Jimmy Dixon takes over on Daily Digest. Bye for now.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.